Okay, so hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the new video. In today's video, we're gonna hack some nice websites. It's a learning platform created by Nahemsek and John Hammond. Some great names. They have a great team that's working on it, and it are like real world examples. They from exploits they have used or bugs they have found on their journey, and they are creating this awesome training camp, this awesome free training website where you can launch a hub and try and get flags or answer a question or things like that. I think personally this is an awesome way. If you want to train your web hacking bug bounty skills, you can go through this website and you have like easy labs and it goes really hard. In today's video we're going to do 2 labs. We're going to do a nice hacking into a lawyer website, and we're going to delete the files that they have against us, and we're going to find some leaking data from an endpoint. I think this is awesome. I'm going to make more videos about their content, and what I want to say is, just when you go through this, don't just follow my videos and put in the flag that you don't have anything about that, but try first, solve it by yourself, and if you're stuck, go back to my video and do it along with me. Another way to approach this is, if you can solve everything by yourself, what I like to do, even when I solve a lab, I just love to look at somebody else who's solving it and try to understand like how they think and what is their methodology. And sometimes you find something, oh, that's a thing I also can use, and I need to remember that. So it's always nice to have second, third, 100th opinions of something. So let's get into some hacking shit. Talking about is this HackingHub website. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. So if you guys wanna, let's close this real quick. If you guys want to get better in bug bounty hunting, web pen testing, just pen testing, all those things, I highly recommend going to this website. It's HackingHub. It is a nice collaboration from like John Hammond, Nahemsek, and they all make rooms based on their experience. And I was thinking in this video, I want to do like 2 rooms. Just to show you guys like what this is and what you all can do with this. Okay, so you need to log in. I'm logged in on my other screen because I'm not gonna run the website in my Kali VM. I'm just gonna run it on my Windows. So when you go to this page, we're gonna do 2 rooms. Like I said, I want to do the scam artist, so we're gonna do like an easy, bit more than an easy room. So we're gonna do the scam artist first, and this lawyers thing. I think that one looks really fun. Where isn't vulnerabilities? And later on we will continue doing these things. I almost forgot to mention it. Like when you first started, you need to do this starting room before you can select any other hub. Okay, so for this first part of the video, we're gonna complete the scam artist part. So I'm gonna run this one right on my other machine, and we're gonna launch the hub. So you need to press launch the hub. It's gonna take some time for start, but when it's loading, I'm gonna show you guys like you need to download this zip file from the website because these are all the text files if you want to do some auto enumeration. But like they say, it's not, you don't need to use those auto enumeration all the time, so you also can find things just by examining burp and things like that. But so you don't have to run the whole like RockU list if you want to crack a passport or things like that. Say they have make the list smaller, so easier to use. Okay, next what I'm gonna do already is I'm gonna start Burp Suite Professional. Wow. Because we're gonna need it, because we're gonna have the room. What we're gonna do is a reverse proxy. Do I want to do that? Okay, update this right now then. Okay. Oh, okay, great. Then we don't need to update. So we're gonna start Burp Professional, and we already have like a domain we can go for. So I'm gonna copy this one. Let's grab. Let's close this for a minute. Let's go already to this domain. Okay, so this is the first domain. What we're gonna do right now is I'm first gonna turn on my burp suite, and I'm gonna pretend like this is a pen test. So I'm just gonna click things like I most of the time do and watch what's coming in and what's going out. That's the first thing I wanna do. Other thing what we already can do is we can scan for subdomains or things like that. But first, let's start by clicking things. Let me first take a sip of water. Okay, I hope you guys can see everything well. So we're gonna click like the home button again, support. Okay, there is some support. We will do this request in a minute. And we have this help button. What happens when we click this? Okay, lost your access to an account. Cryptocurrency safe. Okay, nothing too special. Looks like a website with not much interaction, let's say. That's nox.be, and let's say hello, my name is Nox. Let's raise a ticket and see what happens. Okay, not much is going on here right now. So what we can do already is, let's maybe, before we dive into let's check. The domain is this one, and the word list is gonna be, let me see real quick, subdomains, and let's run this. Let this run for a moment, and let's examine like the burp requests. I'm just going to the proxy. You can go to the target, see already here what's vulnerable, but I like to go just through the history and just clicking around a bit. So we did have this get request. It's just the home page. It's nothing too special. We have the support request. How can I let real quick see, because people were saying like user settings that my how do I change my font size? User interface, display. Okay. Let's make this like 15, something like that. Oh, that's real big. No, not 17. Let's make this like 13. And let's make the T maybe dark, something like that. I think maybe that's also more fun. Yeah, let's set it 14. I think 14 gonna be, so you can all see better what I'm doing, because some people were saying like you don't see what I'm doing. So I hope this will help a bit. Okay, and oh, the dark theme is way better. Yeah, I have the dark theme always on my Mac. I always forget it to change it here, but now, yeah, way better. Okay, so this was the support. Okay, but when we see this already, I see something really interesting right here, right away. It's Dash API, it's an API, it's Zendesk, it's going to a V2 and it's going to a help center. Let's first see this. Okay, we have found some data. We have found the data part. We can already open the data part maybe. Okay, page not found. So maybe we can like scan this one for content. And just so you have the WW. So what we can do is, let's use right now FIF. We're gonna use a word list. We're gonna use a word list. We're gonna use the content, and we're gonna use an URL, and it's gonna be this one. Let's add this one and do it this way. Let's just see if there is something. And let's examine first this Zendesk. So what the Zendesk is doing, let's send this one to the repeater for a moment. Let's send this one again. So it's getting this data back. So it's articles at JSON we have right here. And when we go down a little bit, we can see if we can open this a bit more. Okay, it's giving like an ID for the JSON, and the other one is the support, and this one is the post support. Okay. But this API is interesting. Why is this API interesting? It's Zendesk API. And what we are doing here is we're creating a post support ticket. But what we want to do is we want to see our ticket. So how can we see this ticket? Like, we did create a ticket, so normally you need to log in or something, and then you can see if you did create a ticket or you get something, but we don't get anything back from this post. Okay. Also nothing interesting. So what I want to do right now is, because of the Zendesk, real quick, see, nothing interesting. I'm gonna turn off burp for a moment. Why? Because I want to look for Zendesk, Zendesk API. Let's see real quick. No, it's not this. There are some developer docs. I think this can help us. API reference capabilities, ticketing. Okay, we did create a ticket. Support API, can we click it? Nope. Support ticketing. There is a reference document for the Zendesk API. Okay, we are using the Zendesk support API. Like we can see, we have this support. We're using the API from the help center, but we probably also gonna use the API for the support. Like when you're using the Zendesk, you 9 out of 10 you're going all in. But download documents. Are there some documentation about endpoints? Independent the ticket API that you specify in the key that allow you to retry a ticket creation request without the request. Okay, so it's going to curl to the domain of the subdomain Zendesk. It's going to the API v2 tickets.json. Like, this looks interesting. Why looks this interesting? Because we have these API v2 right here. When you go to the repeater, we have this API from Zendesk we're using, then we have the API v2, and then it's our path. And it also ends with articles.json. So maybe if we change this articles to JSON to tickets.json and we send this to the repeater, nice. We get our support tickets. Can we find our ticket? Nox. So, support ticket. Hello, my name is Nox. That's really awesome. So, this is how you can complete the first hub. I'm not gonna show you guys like straight away the answer. You need to find this by yourself. But this is how you can finish this first request. You can finish this first hub. It's really interesting. I'm gonna kill this first server, and we're going to the next exercise right away. So I'm gonna kill the server, and while I'm killing the server, let's delete this part here. I'm gonna clean this part up. Clear history. Yes. We can close this. Okay, so just a quick thing, like, they were using the Zendesk. When you go looking for the API documentation from something, if they are using like, if they're outsourcing something and they're using, I can't come on the word, like a partner, just let's call it a partner for now, for managing their APIs, always they're gonna have a great API documentation. So it's also nice for a hacker. If you look for the API documentation, you can probably find a lot of things. Okay, for the other one, what we want to do today is we want to go to the room with the lawyers. So if you go to page 4, you can see vulnerabilities. Let me real quick show it to you guys. We're gonna open this one. And we need to find 6 flags, sorry. So I'm gonna launch this hub, and I'm gonna go back to the other page real slow before my PC hangs again. Okay, and we're going to do that room right now. So let's clear all these things out. Let's clear this out. Let's wait till the room is ready. And then we can have some fun. Okay, so we have a domain, gold. The domain is calling like gold. Okay, so let's first look through this. Okay, that is the vulnerable hours. Let's already turn my burp on. I literally cannot click anything. Okay, no problem. We're gonna view the page source, of course. So there's some CSS. Maybe we can also see like what is this made of. It's Nginx bootstrap Ubuntu. Nothing too interesting for now. But what we want to do then is we're gonna run some things. You know, like we're gonna run a fuff. Let's delete this whole part here. Yes. We're gonna fuzz this with the content. I'm also gonna open a new one and we're gonna run the GoBuster. It's gonna be a DNS with a domain. I have grabbed a little bit too much. And we're gonna use the word list. And the word list was, what was the word? Subdomains. Let's find some things, okay. So this part didn't find anything. Okay, that's totally fine, I think. But if there is nothing on the page, is there maybe like an admin? No, there need to be something like. Okay, there is something. There is a access denied. Why? But okay. Access is denied from your IP address. Okay. But why am I doing something not okay here? I have the gold content. Okay, we found some subdomain. That's already really great. Let's already grab like this subdomain real quick. Copy selection. Let's open the subdomain already. Hub not started. Do I maybe need to wait a bit longer? Like, is there something? Okay, let's. Hub not started. Like, okay, we have that. That's great. But there is something wrong here, I think. Like, let's first for a moment this data. First, let's see if we can find something in here. Can we like cat subdomains? Okay, cat content. Okay, like. I don't really understand what is going wrong here. Why data? We did find the data, that gold, but it said hub not started. So is there something wrong with the hub right now? I have really no idea. Or am I doing something wrong? Let's just run a GoBuster for a moment. There with a word list of content. And a URL of this one. Okay. Does this one have the login? Nope. An admin? Nope. Okay, the GoBuster is finding something here. It's finding users. Okay, so we have this page and we have users. Okay, but there is something wrong with this hub. Okay, we're gonna kill the hub for a moment and we're gonna restart this hub. Launch the hub one again. We're gonna start all over. I'm gonna clear everything out for a moment because it's gonna give us a whole new thing. It's giving us the scope, yeah. Okay, let's retry this. So we already know a lot of things. So there is a login, there is a data part. So we have some data we can remember, but the hub needs to work, of course. Like otherwise, we have a little bit of a problem. Let's make this data dot. Okay, now the hub is working. Okay, so there was a problem with the hub. No big deal. We're back in the game. Let's also, just for this sake, let's open a notepad real quick. Let's save. So what I'm doing here, do I need to have this? No, it was from another thing. So, okay, so we have this finding. So we have here, we did have the login. Maybe no, it will work. Okay, no, it's still access denied. Because of our IP address. But we have like first flag, that's awesome. And we also did find a users part here, users. So let's go to the users part. Okay, we found a second flag. Let's grab all these. Oops, let's grab all these. Let's grab all these users. Found. But the problem is we cannot log in. Like that's maybe a thing we need to check out. We have all these users. I'm gonna deliver those flags right now because I want to know where we are. So I'm just gonna enter the flags so I can see what else we need to do. So we have already 2 flags, I think. Maybe we missed one, so let's go back. I also think the flags are different for everybody, so no, I don't even think you can just copy them like. And it's putting all the fun out of this. So we have flag 1 and we have flag 3. We did skip flag 2. Okay, funny. But let's go to the bird right now. Because it was a little bit messy because of the hub was not working. So let's go to the target. Maybe we did find something vulnerable JavaScript dependencies. I don't. No, that's the Zendesk. So we have. What is the thing now? It's not anymore goal. I think it's Kian. Is this? It's this one. Okay, so nothing special from the JS miner. So we have the JS files. We have this lowers only, get lowers only, like, and we have the login. What is this lowers only doing? Like, get lowers only, like, okay, really fun, but what is it? Do we already get lowers only? Okay, well, let's clear this one up. Okay, that is a login form. Amazing. This is already pretty nice. It's using the username and a passport. Okay, let's try something stupid for now because we have usernames. We can do this probably. When we go to the proxy, we have gonna grab this post request, I think. Let's real quick watch this request. But let's go back. Why? Because I want to know, like, how is he already knowing this part? Request, response. Do we get some kind of response in here? I'm just looking for some. So this was the login page. Ah, it's another flag here. Oop, sorry. Oh, okay, and right here it's the href. Exit denied to this portal can be found here. So just to show you guys probably, I think I wanna let's enter the flag real quick. Okay, I didn't copy the flag like I'm a real idiot right now. I did copy this, so you can call me stupid. Okay, let's copy the flag, and this is gonna be flag 2, I hope. Yeah, it's flag 2. So we have flag 1, flag 2, and flag 3 already. And what this is doing, so when we did go back, that's the nice thing about Pro, it's finding some things. But if you go to the login page, exit denied from URP, probably when we view this page shorts, oh, in that case, run hours, no. Am I seeing this? Oh, you want to know what is happening? I see it right now. Okay, so let's do this just to show you guys. You don't need like you don't need Burp Pro when you intercept this request to this login page. So let's go back to the login. It's a redirect, of course. So we go to this login page, and when we go to this, and then you get you get back to this denied. So when you're going back to this denied, and we go into the history right now, oops, you can see right here. So we're going here to the login, and on the login you will find the flag. But because you get redirected immediately to the denied page, you will not see the flag. So if you intercept it, you will see like it's doing another call to the denied section. And if you just go to your proxy in your history, you will also see it. But maybe it's more interesting if you intercept it, or I don't know how you like to see it, but it's redirecting you. And on the first page is a flag with new link where we need to go. So let's dive right into the lowers only login page. We did do the post request, and what we want to do right now, where is the post request? Post, this one. We want to send this one to the intruder. Why we want to do that is because we're going to use a cluster bomb attack, and we're going to use this part as payload 1, this part as payload 2. What's going to be the payload? Right here, the first payload, it's going to be every email address. So I'm just going to do this real quick. Not the best way probably to do this. You can do this real quicker, but if the list was longer, I just added a different. But for the sake of this short list, it's not this big of a deal to enter it that way. Okay, let's do this. Oops, add it, and the last one, like, okay, we're ready to go. No, we're not ready to go, sorry. We need to add payload 2. And for payload 2, we're gonna load. We need to go to here, I think. And then we have temporary, and then we have HackingHub, and then we have passwords. I'm gonna use the large password list. You can use whatever you like, but because they're providing us a short and a long one. But I think probably you will need a long one, because I think they're not gonna make it that easy. So we're gonna start the attack, and we just need to wait. Okay, this is another big advantage I have right now, is I'm running on the Pro version, so my requests are going way faster than if you have the community version. But you can do this you can automate this with Hydra, I think too. You can do this with, I think even with GoBuster, if you can give a payload. So you have options to brute force it. But for me, I'm so used to this Pro version, so I'm just gonna stick with this one. So we have this login field. Now I hope we can, log in. just let it complete real quick, and maybe you can like inspect this. Just view the page source real quick. Maybe there's a flag or something special in here. No, don't see anything special. We can close this. We also have these APIs, and yeah, here, like you guys remember, we did find the users, what we are dealing with right now. It's the data part, so we can close that one. We have that users, we know the data part. We are currently trying to brute force our way into this application. Let's see real quick if we already found something. I'm just gonna sort this by length. Okay, this one is really strange. Let's pause this attack, because I personally think when we go to the response, it's going to be a 302, and we did get a token. So we probably did get logged in. So what was the request? Jaskaran, Jaskaran. This one we need. Okay, we're gonna copy this one, and the password is summer. So say threats is going to be like this one, and the password is summer. Let's go back here to the login. We need this one, and we're gonna try with summer, and we're gonna log in, of course. Don't save. Okay, we have another flag. Awesome. Let's copy the flag, enter the flag. Let's see if it's right. Yay, 4 of the 6 flags. We are doing great, you know, like what we can do here. I cannot click a lot of things. Let's go to my profile. Do we still have Bourbon? Okay, I like it. I changed this already to my name. Oh. The email we can. Oh, okay, updates are currently disabled. Okay, why? Let's go back to the proxy. Post only. So we did change it to my name. Awesome. And so we have the lowers only, online on the logout, nothing too interesting in here. Updates are currently unavailable. Okay, pretty good. Okay, here we have get JSON. Oh, we also get it right here. Like, so when you log in, when you get your profile, it's showing you like pretty everything, even the password. Okay, that's not great. So when we send this maybe to the repeater, let's send this to the repeater. Maybe we can change this ID to 1. I think 1's going to be maybe an admin user, and we find a new user. Okay. So we can probably also send this one to the intruder. Send to intruder. What I'm going to do right now, this part, I think, like we have access to users with their passport. So probably I will now stop this one. Stop this one, because there's no need to brute force anything. So we're gonna discard that one. But what we want to do is I want to send that one, like I said, to the repeater. And with the payload, we're gonna add this one, and we're gonna go to payloads, one payload. We're gonna make this number payload, and we're going from 0 to, let's say, 20, and by one step, and we're gonna start this attack. Awesome. Let's just watch the response. Like, this was a 0, it was the Youssef, it was 1. This is the Youssef again, we already have this one. And it is Shine Currents with a flag. Okay, awesome. So we did find another user, and we did find another flag. Can we copy this? Okay. Whoa, sorry, I did close that one. And we have another flag. Then that is not a good flag. Did I miss something there? Like, probably. Let's grab this one again. Let's copy this. And flag. Okay, yeah, that is the 5th flag. This is the right flag. So let's see, we have Asa Evans, we have Charka Love, we have Marsha Blankenship, and okay, we have nothing more. Okay, so we have, I think, 5. Let's see real quick. We have 5 users. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 users. Okay, what I probably want to do right now is, because we have their credentials, I'm just gonna log out and I'm just gonna log in one by one to see if I find something more interesting. So this is number 1, the user, and I am like, okay, so this is number 1 user with ID 1, and I'm pretty sure this user will be an admin because he has ID number 1. So maybe we can do some more with an admin user. Let's log in. Okay, we're no admin. Can we change something with this user? Nope. Okay. Nothing interesting on that user. Let's go to the other one. Let's go back to here, and let's drop down one. Okay, this user was giving us a flag. So maybe that's a tip that this user maybe is the admin. So let's copy this passport. Let's enter this. And yes, we have extra functionalities. So we can delete this case. So then we will delete the case against Evil Corp with joins animal charity. Yeah, let's just delete the case. And we just find our last flag, I think. Let's paste this and submit it. And yes, that was the last flag. Okay, I think these challenges are so much fun. Like I said, if you guys are stuck on something, you can watch the video, but make sure you follow along. Make sure you're going through this by yourself. And if you're stuck for a while, like I said, an hour, and you're really stuck, you can go through this walkthrough of, even when you have completed this challenge, go through my way of thinking, or like I said, everybody has another way of approaching things. And yeah, I think it's really interesting. I always watch hackers or bug bounty hunters. What is their approach? Maybe I can learn something. It's always so interesting. But they are doing such a great job with these labs. What I want to do is I'm going to completing more and more of these labs as a training for myself. Like, these were pretty easy for me right now. But we're going to do the harder ones too. And it's going to be so much fun. We're going to learn so much. We're going to struggle. We're going to fail. And that's the way we're going to build. So thanks again for sticking on. And I hope I see you guys in the next video.